hearing meeting to order. Okay, so we have a public meeting for the hearings for the block grant or the grant for 911. Is this the grant? Oh, the public block grant, the urgent needs program for emergency generators. You want to come up and say something?
Good morning. So because of the ice storm, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, the MEDC, has allocated money to each of the counties that was impacted by the storm. Alpena County has allocated $72,000 in a community development block grant to provide for generators. We have to let them know how we're going to use them before we actually get the funds. We're in some back and forth conversation right now, but they have allocated us $72,000. And basically, I just need to let them know that we want to apply. They wanted just the application and we could do all this later. And I'm like, no, that's not how our process works. I have to get permission to send in the application. So that's where we're at right now in the process. Is we are in conversation of what it looks like, what the plan looks like, how the generators would be, what would be purchased and where would they be used. We did request to see if they would put the $72,000 toward a large generator for the Aplex. It wouldn't pay the entire amount, but it would pay a large percentage of the size generator we would need to make the Aplex a shelter for our emergency plan going forward, but we haven't gotten an answer back on that. Obviously, if they tell us no, then we'll circle the wagons and have some more conversations, but that's what we're waiting to hear back on right now. So I just, if there's nobody in the community opposed to it, I'm just seeking permission to go ahead and have the chairman sign the paperwork and submit the paperwork to get the process going.
Okay. We do have a public comment, and I do have one person that would like to speak for their public comment time. So if you'd like to step up.
Major Priest Morrison with the Salvation Army. I've been working with the Salvation Army for over 40 years, and one of my duties is to serve after a time of disaster. And I've been to a lot of different disasters, tornadoes, floods, even helped after September 11th and also after Katrina. So I have had a lot of experience with disasters, and I've also had experience with pre-planning a lot of disasters, but you can never fully pre-plan a disaster because every disaster is different and the way people react to each disaster is different. But we've sat down and as a group of people discussed some of the needs, and I agree that a generator is truly needed. We needed a shelter. Not 2 or 3 days later, we needed a shelter right then. And we at the Salvation Army was disappointed because we had nothing, even though we could have housed probably close to 100 people at our facility because we had no utilities. There was very little we could do, and it was very cold in our building. So we felt like we were felt really helpless, and it was really disturbing to us and upset that we couldn't help people. And so I think if we plan this the way we should for in the future, that a shelter is very essential for whatever disaster, whether it's a smaller one or a larger one. There's always a place that we need to have for shelter for people either to spend the night or just come together and discuss their grief and whatever they're going through. So we need to have some central location where people will know ahead of time. So when it happens, they will know exactly where they need to go and not have to worry about Facebook that they may not have or a phone that they may not have. A lot of people I serve don't have phones and things. They can't connect with that. So if the people know ahead of time that there is going to be a shelter there and then they can go to it at any time, that would be really essential and would really help our organization and the community too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else for a public comment on the grant? Anybody online? Okay. Did you have anything else you'd like to say, or you good, Kim?
Just one thing I'll add, I've seen a couple questions about why are we looking to centralize the sheltering? We've had a number of conversations over the years that I've been in this position regarding sheltering. We exercise with the dam, the company that owns the dams. We exercise with those every year. Flooding is always kind of primary in our focus for disasters that we could experience here. And so we've had a number of different conversations over the years of what would it look like if we had flooding, and depending on which dams were impacted, it would flood here and there. And so we had different conversations of different facilities for sheltering. That all went out the window with the ice storm. And we learned quickly that trying to have a number of different shelters was complicated. And so while this doesn't solve all the problems, we still have outlying areas. We do believe that the putting our resources toward one shelter in town would help us better keep the resources flowing to that. And as Major Priza said, people would know ahead of time, this is where the shelter's going to be. So. Anything I missed?
Maybe just let the board know that this topic will be actually discussed on Thursday at the intergovernmental council meeting. It'll be the main focal point of that discussion. And I know the townships are very interested in partnering with the county in preparation for future events like this where we have to set up shelters quickly. So just be prepared that that'll be the topic on Thursday.
Okay, thank you. There's no other public comment. We'll close the public comment for the block grant public hearing. Do that. So look for a motion. Or do we need, we adopt the resolution 2509, the urgent need. So I'd look for a motion to adopt that. So we have a motion. We have support by Commissioner Peterson. Any discussion? Can we do roll call on that?
Sure. Commissioner LaHaye?
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow?
Yes.
Commissioner Bray?
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson?
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier?
Yes.
Commissioner Britton?
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, so at this time we'll close, if there's no other comments, we'll close the public hearing portion of this meeting. We'll move into the findings.
Okay, well, roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye?
Here.
Commissioner Ludlow?
Here.
Commissioner Bray?
Here.
Commissioner Peterson?
Here.
Commissioner Fournier? Commissioner Britton?
Here.
Commissioner Kozlowski?
Here.
Will you rise for the pledge of allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the agenda in front of you. Any additions or to the agenda?
Now there's Jesse.
Yeah, Chairman, if we could just remove item number 3 under my portion, changes to the airport budget line item.
Okay.
Anything else? I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Commissioner Kozlowski, support. Commissioner Fournier. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign, carried. Public comment. Uh-oh.
Morning.
Morning.
Sorry to do this during public comment, but Lisa Wisniewski, can you step up here? I had to trick her to get here.
Oh.
Come August, 32 years of service. Lisa Wisniewski's been here during the highs and lows of the sheriff's office. She's going to work about another week and then take some vacation and then she's out of here. So she didn't want a tribute. She didn't want a party. She doesn't want any recognition, but she is been a rock at the sheriff's office for a long time. So we all know that everybody can be replaced. But this one's gonna be really hard to replace. And so we're gonna miss her. Just wanted to give her a minute. In front of you guys, and that's all I got.
Thank you.
Right.
Only 32, you got more time.
For your retirement.
By your retirement.
I can go back to work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, he did.
Way to go, Eric.
Yeah, you're in trouble now. Any more public comment? Anything online? Okay, close public comment. Bills to pay. You have the bills in front of you. Any questions on the bills?
Make a motion that we pay the bill.
Got a motion by Commissioner LaHaye,
Support.
by Commissioner Ludlow. Any discussion? Hearing none, now roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay. Cindy,
Okay, on the balance sheet that I have for ending of May 31, 25, the reserve funds are $268,014. We have an unrestricted fund balance of $4,193,291.47, leaving us an ending fund balance of $2,568,463.52. And that would leave us a unreserved balance of $2,300,449.52. The next sheet I have is the revenue and expense comparison. For last month, revenues 961,718.27, expenditures of 1,069,286.75. And then the last two sheets, I have a comparison of 24 to 25 at this year, for the period ending of 5/31/25.
any questions of Cindy? I have a motion to receive and file the treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion.
Commissioner Bray and supported by Commissioner LaHaye. Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, Cindy, budget adjustments. There's
It's probably Jesse.
Jesse. Okay,
There was only one budget adjustments attached from the sheriff's office. That's just approval. He's looking for approval to adjust his miscellaneous expense line item 10130195500 by $750. They did get reimbursement for the Open Adair grant and to purchase some impairment goggles.
to entertain a motion for that budget adjustment.
I'll make the motion.
Motion LaHaye, Commissioner LaHaye, support.
I'll support.
Mr. Fournier, roll call, please.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Jesse.
So earlier this year, the board had asked me to look into some parcels that we had out near Long Lake Park. Those were not actually utilized by the park, they're just attached to it. There were two parcels. One was an unspecified acreage that had lakefront, what we believe to be lakefront property. The other was an approximate 40-acre parcel. So we did get the document and the survey back from Huron Engineering. They worked with Great Lakes Ecosystems to work on the delineation and mapping process. And they hired Jeffress Dyer of Hillman to do the appraisal. We have some bad news and some good news. The bad news is on the unspecified acreage that we thought had lakefront property. We do not have lakefront property. It is a lot of wetlands between the property and that lakefront, as well as a rock berm that's kind of far out that would prevent most boats from coming in to that area. So for that sake, their recommendation in the document that they provided, and that was emailed to you, is that we just hold on to that for the time being. We have a couple of different options. We could work with the Eagle to see if we can get some sort of waiver, work with them in releasing part of that portion to access that lakefront property, or use it for expanding our park basically into that area, into the Highland area. The good news is on the 40-acre parcel that went through fine. Everything came back looking good. I did meet with the individual from, I don't know who's from the DNR, I apologize, but the gentleman that you had recommended, we did a walkthrough of that property, and unfortunately, it looks like it was harvested recently and won't be ready for harvest again for another 40 years. However, he was very impressed with the trail system that was back there. He feels that we would be able to possibly get a conservation group interested in it if we didn't want to sell it to a private individual. There's good news and bad, or a good thing and a bad thing with that is the good thing, the trails would be preserved and upkept by this group for use by our campers. The bad is conservation districts don't pay property taxes in the state of Michigan. We're not getting property taxes on it right now. The parcel was appraised for approximately $120,000. So that's that. Again, that should be in your emails if you'd like to look through the 90-page document. It's interesting. But I'll probably let that sit for a couple of meetings and then come back and ask for direction as to what the board would like me to do on that 40-acre parcel. That's all I have on that one. And the second item is we have a Alpena County credit card rewards and points policy. We use credit cards that use a program called Score Rewards. For every dollar we spend, we get a point. Those points are good for quite a while. In fact, I think we have 350-some thousand, and they don't start expiring in small portions until October of 2026. I did check with our auditor. I was given a 3-page document that said what we can and can't spend the money on. It's very, very restricted. We can use it for travel. We can use it for beautification projects on the properties. We can use it for food and beverage during public events. And that's about it. There's not really a whole lot of wiggle room. And so there were some questions from some of the departments and individuals as to how this policy will work with the points and rewards. So looking this over, I think this makes sense. Pretty straightforward. I don't know if the board would like to make a motion to adopt that policy. We can inject it into what we currently have.
I'll make that motion to adopt the policy.
Motion by Commissioner Fournier, support
I'll support.
by Commissioner Kozlowski. Discussion.
Jesse, on those points,
Yeah.
could we use them to send our chair to Washington?
You can use it for travel. So I did put,
Does that include like rooms?
it includes hotel and plane and meals if those are part of what would be charged, but we didn't do meals. We did the hotel and the plane. I don't even think it used up a third of the points by doing, we still have quite a few left. I did reach out to the departments asking for a response on if they plan to travel at all for the remainder of the year. And we can use that to offset the cost, which will help the general fund because that's less actual dollars we'll be spending.
What about MAC conferences?
You could use it for that as well.
That too.
Sir. And I am going to talk to Chelsea. We briefly spoke about this, but we're mid-audit right now, so I don't think it's near the top of her list. Into looking at the different credit card options going forward to see what the best deals are. And, you know, if we need to maybe switch which credit card carrier we use, she'll work with us on that.
We have motions, second, and any more discussion? Not roll call, please.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Last one, yes.
So we were fortunate enough, the Community Foundation did grant us the second urgent needs fund grant for $5,000 with the understanding that we would hire 2 part-time students to manage over the brush collection site through summer. We released those dates and times at a previous meeting. But that money did come through. Originally, when it came through, we put it into the general government line item because it was going to go into various, I guess, different parts of the budget, and I didn't know where to put the entry point. Since then, we've reworked it, and we're going to put it into the grounds and maintenance. We'll put those students under the care of the grounds and maintenance director. And then I'm going to work with the clerk to figure out the Medicare, Social Security, stuff like that. In order to do that, though, I need 2 items. One is the creation of a line item 101-265-704.000, which would be a temporary employee under grounds and maintenance. and increase that line item to $5,000. At the same time, I'm also asking for a journal entry to move the funds that were put in 101-200-674.000 this to the grounds maintenance 101-265-674.004. So basically, we're just taking that 5,000 that we previously put into general government, put it in undergrounds maintenance where it should be, and then creates a line item to basically execute the task.
So entertain a motion to move those items. Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support
Support.
by Commissioner Britton. Any more, any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Lahey.
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes,
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Is that it, Jess?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Need a
I have
motion.
one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
On that credit card, refunds,
Mhm.
does that apply for the sheriff's department also or not?
All departments, yeah. So we did reach out to his office as well, asking for any future travel. And that's something we'll make a point of doing at the beginning of every year. We just did it midway through this year to see if there's anything that hasn't yet been done that we can do. But priority wise, I would like to use the points on any type of travel that any of our department heads or their staff are doing.
What type of training?
If it's travel, yeah, we can cover hotel rooms and planes,
Okay.
as well as we can get gas cards. So that would help with mileage. The other thing that we talked about doing is beautification projects. So like, anytime that you see like the flowers and stuff outside or, shrubs that we need to plant or whatever, we can do Home Depot card that's offered through the point system. So again, it just offsets basically the cost that we would have through spending general fund dollars.
Thank you.
All right. I'd entertain a motion to rise and report.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support
I'll support.
by Commissioner Bray. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Yours, John.
Next up, we have the consent calendar. There really isn't anything to make or to remove. It's just more informational with the couple meetings that were on there. But I need to get a motion to approve the consent calendar. So I'd look for a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Lahey, support by Commissioner Ludlow. Any discussion? If not, all those,
Chairman, I'm sorry if I could just to point out, board, on those personnel committee minutes, they decided when we do the hiring of the airport manager, those interviews, that's going to be a joint session between personnel and the airport committee, which will take place in this room at a future date and time. So just wanted to let you know that both chairs of those subcommittees would gavel in. It would be treated as two separate meetings, although there will be a quorum, so there won't be an actual vote. What we'll do is ask the airport committee to give a recommendation to the personnel committee, and the personnel committee would be the only body actually voting that day. Sorry.
okay. Roll call.
Commissioner Lahey,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski.
Yes.
Motion carried.
The next item we have, so we recently had Senator Slotkin come meet with a certain group of people, select people at the Aplex last week. One of the things that I did want to present, but she presented us with a certificate of congratulations. I'll actually read it. The certificate of congratulations is in recognition of the tireless and selfless service rendered during and after the recent ice storms that impacted northern Michigan. The immense weight of the ice storm was unprecedented, leaving devastation, entire regions without power and upending lives. In response, the Alpena County leadership took swift action to coordinate resources, establish shelters, disseminate information, and meet citizens in their homes. These steps during a crisis provided the sense of stability and community that was needed. Your actions served as a reminder of the strength and compassion that defines Michiganders and makes us all proud to call Michigan our home. And it was presented by Senator Slotkin on behalf of the Alpena County. So I just wanted to thank all of the employees that were part of this. It wasn't just a couple people. There were a lot of people, the sheriff, Kim, I know actually pretty much everybody that's in this room had something to do with this. And there's so many other employees that county employees that were part of this, and I appreciate all that the county did do during that time. So thank you. So this isn't just a certificate of congratulations for the board. It's for all of us. And I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that too during the meeting. So that way it's for the entire community or for the entire county. So thank you. We will get this hung. Will we do that in here, you think?
Find a spot for it. Yeah.
Okay. And I did get a letter previous to that from Senator Slotkin, again, thanking us for what we did. So moving on, I think that's all we have. We just have public comment, a final public comment. Anybody online? Okay, if not, I'll look for a motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
Moved by Commissioner Peterson, support by Commissioner Fournier. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.